The next step for me is to install analytics on the website because I want to know how many visitors I am getting, where they're coming from, which pages they visit, which pages they like and which pages they don't like, things like that. And Google have a great free tool called Google Analytics, which you can find by searching Google Analytics. And linked to that, they also have something called the Search Console. This used to be called Webmaster Tools, and it's basically the same thing, but the two work together to help you find problems and fix problems with your site, analyze traffic and so on. Now, it's really beyond the scope of this course to teach you how to set up analytics and Google Webmaster Tools. However, I don't want to leave you hanging. So what I've done is in the next two tutorials in this course, I've actually copied across lectures from my WordPress for Beginners course, and they show you how to set up analytics and how to set up Webmaster Tools. All I've done here, I've got in front of you the tracking script because I've already set this up on Analytics and Google Search Console, and I've got the tracking script that Google Analytics give me that I need to paste onto every page. I've also got the Google Analytics code because some plugins allow you just to put the code in, and that will enable the tracking. You can see here, this is Google Analytics, this is my Fishy Fat site, brand new, just installed, there's no tracking obviously, and then the Search Console as well. I've got my Fishy Fat site here and all the information will appear there. Let me go to the dashboard. Now, one of the plugins we've already installed, the WP Insert, allows us to insert tracking codes, which you can see down there, tracking codes. And you've got two options. The first one is you can paste in the Google Analytics code, it's this one I showed you. You can paste it into this top box and set it to active. Right, and then when you save changes, if you go over to the website and load your page, let me just copy my tracking code so I can find it. Let me view the source code, and then I'm going to paste in the tracking code, and you can see here it's created a script for me for tracking. However, the code that it generates, this particular plugin, can be out of date because Google updates it, and all it's doing is it's using one of the versions from the past to insert your code in there and then insert the entire script into the page. If we look at the Google Analytics code that we were given, this one, the script starts off with a function. In this one, the script doesn't start with a function, so it's not identical to the code that Google Analytics actually gave me. So what I want to do, I'm going to copy the Google Analytics code, this big block of code up here, this script. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to go over and I'm going to deactivate that, and I'm going to paste it into my code header and enable it. You can post it into the header, you can post it into the footer. The thing is, if your page takes a long time to load and the person comes and they decide they don't like it and they click the back button pretty quickly, there may be a chance that the code hasn't, or the script hasn't triggered, so you don't register that as a user. So I put it up in the header of my site. Let's just save that. And we'll go back and we'll refresh the page. View page source, and let's search for the code again. Okay, here is the script. And if I bring in the original that Analytics gave me, you can see that the code now is exactly the same because it's pasted in, not this bit, that's a bit separate. It's pasted in the exact script into the page, so I'm sure that I've got up-to-date current tracking. Okay, so this site now has Google Analytics installed, and I should start getting traffic data when people arrive at the site. It is also linked to the Search Console, so I can get messages in here if Google find any problems. It also helps me to see which keywords I'm ranking for, which backlinks the site has, and a whole lot more. But that will come much later in the course. For now, that's all set up. As I said, the next two tutorials in this course will show you me setting this up on my Healthy Gut Buddies website, which is the website I built in my WordPress for Beginners course, and you can follow along with that if you need to set up analytics and Google Search Console and you don't know where to start.